Welcome to the story of one of the most transformative periods in human history, the Industrial Revolution. Imagine a time when the world shifted on its axis, moving from simple farming communities to bustling industrial cities, where machines powered by steam and coal began to drive progress at an unimaginable speed. For most of human history, people had lived in largely rural, agrarian communities, where life revolved around small-scale farming and craftsmanship. But in the late 18th and early 19th centuries, everything began to change. The Industrial Revolution was born, and with it, the foundations of our modern world were laid. The Industrial Revolution began in Great Britain in the late 1700s, gradually spreading across Europe and to North America. But why Britain? Several factors converged in Britain that made it the ideal place for such monumental change. Firstly, Britain was rich in natural resources, especially coal and iron. These resources would become essential in powering the new machines and building the infrastructure of this new industrialized society. Additionally, Britain's colonial empire provided a steady supply of raw materials, as well as a vast market to sell manufactured goods. On top of that, the nation's political stability and relatively open market system allowed for the investment and innovation needed to fuel rapid economic growth. One of the most notable aspects of the Industrial Revolution was the transformation in manufacturing processes. Before this period, most products were crafted by hand in small workshops or at home. This approach, called the cottage industry, was slow and produced limited quantities. But with the advent of industrial machinery, everything changed. Machines could now produce goods faster, more efficiently, and in greater quantities than any human worker ever could. This shift to mechanized manufacturing was initially concentrated in the textile industry, a sector that would become the backbone of the Industrial Revolution. The spinning jenny, the water frame, and the power loom were some of the revolutionary inventions that dramatically increased production in the textile industry. Take the spinning jenny, invented by James Hargreaves around 1764. This machine allowed a single worker to spin multiple threads at once, significantly increasing productivity. Similarly, Richard Arkwright's water frame, patented in 1769, used water power to spin cotton, and it was one of the first machines to be housed in factories. These machines, followed by Edmund Cartwright's power loom, which mechanized weaving, reduced the need for manual labor and paved the way for factory-based mass production. The textile industry was the launching pad, but the Industrial Revolution quickly spread to other sectors. Coal mining became a critical industry, as coal was essential to power the steam engines that drove the machines. James Watt's improvements to the steam engine in the 1770s turned it into a practical and powerful tool, enabling it to be used not only in factories, but also in locomotives and steamships. This development sparked a transportation revolution, making it easier and cheaper to move raw materials and finished products across great distances. Railroads became an essential part of the Industrial Revolution, connecting cities and facilitating trade. The construction of the first successful steam-powered railway, developed by George Stephenson in 1825, marked the beginning of a new era in transportation. Railroads allowed for quicker and cheaper movement of goods and people, connecting distant towns and transforming isolated regions into thriving commercial hubs. For the first time, ordinary people had the opportunity to travel relatively easily, expanding their horizons and leading to an unprecedented exchange of ideas, goods, and cultural experiences. Beyond economic shifts, the Industrial Revolution led to profound social changes. As factories sprouted up, people began moving from rural areas to cities in search of work, a phenomenon known as urbanization. Cities like Manchester in England and Lowell in the United States became epicenters of industrial activity. But urban life was far from easy. Industrial cities were often overcrowded and plagued by unsanitary conditions, with waste and pollution a constant presence. Factory work was grueling and dangerous, with workers, including children, laboring long hours for low wages. These difficult conditions eventually gave rise to labor movements, as workers organized to demand better wages, reasonable working hours, and safer working conditions. This laid the foundation for the labor rights we enjoy today. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new daily videos. As the Industrial Revolution progressed, it also brought about significant technological advancements in other fields. For instance, new developments in metallurgy allowed for the production of stronger and more durable metals, leading to improvements in tools, machinery, and construction. Innovations in chemical production transformed industries like dye making and medicine. The telegraph, invented by Samuel Morse in the 1830s, revolutionized communication, making it possible to transmit messages over long distances almost instantaneously. This interconnectedness was just the beginning of the global communication network we rely on today. The Industrial Revolution also had a profound impact on the structure of society. The traditional social hierarchy, dominated by aristocrats and landowners, was challenged by a new class of wealthy industrialists and entrepreneurs. These captains of industry amassed enormous fortunes and wielded significant influence over the economy and politics. At the same time, a growing middle class of professionals, such as managers, engineers, and clerks, emerged, occupying a new space in society. This new social mobility was unprecedented and shifted the balance of power away from hereditary privilege, laying the groundwork for a more modern, capitalist society. However, the Industrial Revolution was not without its consequences. The environment suffered greatly from the rapid industrialization. Factories belched smoke, rivers were polluted, and forests were cleared to make way for new developments. While the benefits of industrialization were significant, the toll on the environment set a precedent for the ecological challenges we face today. Despite the hardships, the Industrial Revolution sparked remarkable advancements in science and education. As societies became more complex, there was a greater need for educated workers, especially engineers and scientists, to maintain and improve the new technologies. This led to the establishment of schools, colleges, and technical institutions. In many ways, the Industrial Revolution laid the foundation for the educational systems that are so crucial in our modern world. The impact of the Industrial Revolution extended beyond the economic, social, and environmental spheres. It redefined the role of the family, changed cultural norms, and even influenced literature and art. Writers like Charles Dickens captured the struggles of the working class, highlighting the human cost of industrialization. Meanwhile, artists began exploring themes of industry and labor, depicting both the beauty and the brutality of this new mechanized world. The Industrial Revolution was a period of immense change, and it's amazing to think about how far we've come since then. The innovations that took place during this time laid the groundwork for our modern world. Whether it's the machines that produce the goods we use, the railways and roads that connect us, or the complex social and economic systems we navigate daily, the Industrial Revolution's legacy is all around us. As we reflect on this period, it's essential to recognize both its triumphs and its challenges. The Industrial Revolution unlocked human potential, fostered innovation, and changed the course of history, but it also left a legacy of environmental degradation and social inequality. The questions it raised about progress, justice, and sustainability remain relevant as we navigate the complexities of the modern world. If you enjoyed learning about the Industrial Revolution and want to continue exploring the fascinating stories of our past, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest content. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious.